Okay, I've installed all the other packs. There's the 5 packs that go in this Trance Elevation Volume 1, and just choose one and then go into either all or electronic, and there's all your content. Okay, you can see 01 all the way down here, that's the first song, and it has a mix, just giving you an example of how the parts go together, which you can play in the song key or in the original key, which is A in this case. I'll keep it in original key. And you've got all the parts that make that up, including single hits like a snare hit, and up here there's a kick hit. Where are we? Yeah, there's a kick loop, but there's also a single kick, you know, if you want to like add in your own little bits and bobs. And there are 2 songs there. There's the second one, 02, and there are 5 packs each with 2 songs in, right? So there's the second track, 02, which begins again with a demo audio mix. If you actually drag these onto the track and have a look, you'll see that they give you just some of the intro groove, whatever groove, the basic groove, and then a breakdown, just so you can hear the context that all these samples are used in. So I'll just play a little transition from the groove into the breakdown. You know, etc. And the other one's exactly the same. You get a transition followed by a breakdown. I mean a groove followed by a breakdown. Do you know what I mean? So it gives you some idea of how the stuff goes together. Okay, so basically you get your loops, and at the moment they're playing a bit slow in Audition because the song tempo is set to 120 and the song is 138, but you know what I mean? So you just start building your song. Set the tempo. Oops. It would help if I unmuted it there, wouldn't it? Yeah, so you know, you can build a song out of any bits you want. Let's change the key of the song. If you want to change key, it's in C. I'll change it to the original key, A. That's a filter down, meaning it's open and closing down as it goes. This is a filter up. Alright, so you can drag that along with the bass, and you've got this now. This. Alright, so the filter's gone up there, and then we could have it spilling into a filter down. Okay, so that was the filter up, dry at 138, so I'll now get the filter down, dry 138, bolt that on there, and it should swell up and close down like this. Oh, like this. Whoops, put that on the wrong track. I meant the two will, the filter is going up and then coming down the other side. Okay, just build your song, you know. of course you can mix and match in your own patterns. I haven't got time to do that now, but I'll just show you quickly by bringing in a new track, setting it to a software instrument, and then in my library I'm going to go for a come on, I'm going to go for a drums. I'm going to use Ultrabeat because it's got built-in patterns already, but you make your own. I'm going to choose a totally different drum beat. I'm going to choose a Latin kit which has got some default Latin drum beats, but it works. You can mix and match anything, you know, like if I bring this across starting there, you'll hear the Latin drum, so I'll lower the kick drum, and the kick drum of the sample loop, and it sounds like this. What it will do when I start Ultrabeat sequencer. So you can mix and match your own drums, and here's it with Latin drums. Also, you've got these MIDI patterns, so if I drag in a lead synth pattern from one of the sets, alright, there it is, there's the MIDI data. You might have to transpose it depending on what key you're working in, because you can transpose the whole lot. I mean, at the moment we're in A, but I mean I can transpose the song up and down, which is the beauty of these Apple loops. I could go up to I'll go up to C from A, or B. That should go up, shouldn't it? Now I'll make another track, because I just realised I made a mistake there. Software instrument. That's, I put this MIDI track on the drum track. Right, this MIDI region. Okay, so this is one of the MIDI regions included in the set. And if I now assign that to a sound, I'm going to choose just a basic analog, traditional analog synth. There you go, analog lead. And I'll probably have to change the key to make it B, but right, first of all let's transpose the whole thing up. And now up 2 semitones. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So you can, well, that keeps jumping up to 119 all the time. So you know, yeah, you can mix and match your own MIDI patterns, or bring in MIDI patterns that are available within the selection. You can transpose everything around. You can add your own drums and your own MIDI parts to go with, and mix and match the content. And of course, you can, because each pack of the 5 packs in this collection has got a bunch of drum loops. They're not dependent on being in the right key or anything, so you can mix and match the drum loops as well. So there you go. I mean, it's a whole collection that allows you to build trance tracks, and you know, ideal for anyone who's trying to get into trance. Especially useful for beginners, because it allows you to look at the breakdown of a track, the things that go to make that genre, and it will help you to learn about how that genre is put together by analysing, studying the different patterns, and then trying to make your own patterns that are similar, you know. And also you've got wet and dry versions to do your own effects and what have you, and also good for the multimedia person who wants to bring in some contemporary trance loops and things for doing multimedia. So there you have it, Producerloops. Get over and check their site out. They've got free loops, look, free sample pack with every single one of their packs, and they've got loads of them. You get some free content as well. 35 quid for all that 1.5 gig of content in Acidized Wave or Apple Loops, and including, remember, you have the MIDI files as well for some of the basic parts like the bass lines and synth patterns and things, and you've also got those non-looping regions that can be allowed to decay and things, as well as lots of effects transitions that can be used all over the place. So there you go, Producerloops Trance Elevation Volume 1, and I hope this has been useful.